Hello friends, so today we're going to discuss the problem C1 from the code 46684 and I solved this easy version because it's very simple to first find out how to solve using 3 and M operations, and then I will also post a video on how to solve the C2 problem, but I have made this video and I have put separate code for both of the problems such that you can easily understand how to solve the easy problem and the hard problem. Also keep in mind, I'll tell you how to look in these problems, such type of problems of combinatorics or constructive problems, sorry. So what you're given a binary table of like dimensions n and m, which consisting of the symbol 0 and 1. Now what you can do, you can make these operations such that you can select any 2 by 2 small grid. So like if you have some grid, you can select any 2 by 2 square and then choose any 3 different cells, because in a 2 by 2 square it has 4 points, 1 2 3 4. So you can choose any 3 like points and flip those symbols. Like you can change that from 1 to 0, 0 to 1. Now your task is to make all the symbols equal to 0, and you have to do them in at most 3 and m operations, and you don't have to minimize the number of operations. You just have to like print out the operations you'll do in some order, and it is always possible, so it is proven. Okay, so now as you can see in this problem, in this test case, because you're given 1 0 1 1, you can choose, and you can just choose this grid of size 4 2 by 2, and then what you can do, you can choose these 3 points, this and this, and come flip them, so it will become all zeros. So you have to print out the operation you will do, the number of operations and the operation itself. So as you can see in this, I will do 2 operations in which I will choose these indices 1 1 2 1 and 2 2. So it is indexing is from 1. So as you can see, this is 1 1 1 2 2 1 2 2 and so on. So you will tell that I will choose these indexes, and in the first operation choose these 3 indexes and flip them. The next operation, flip them. So that's the whole question in simple terms. Now for solving the first problem, first see that why the easy problem has n m operations and the hard problem has like only n m operations. So it means that there is some significance of 3. Okay. Also you can just take a square grid of size 3, or sorry, as I've told you, let's assume that I will just take a grid of size 2 by 2. So what are the possible scenarios? The number of bits, or like you can assume that the number of numbers in this can be either everything is 0. If everything is 0, then it is already fine, because I will already make them 0. The next case can be that everything is 1, or there is only one present, 2 ones present, 3 ones present, and there is no 1 present. But I just draw this 1 by 1 square and then try to find out if I got all the bits 1, like you can assume that all the numbers are 1, can I somehow do some operations and make them all zeros? It take me a while, but I will find out this, like this path. If all of them are 1, let's assume, then I can take out, let's assume I take out these 3 points 1 2 3 and flip them, so it will become like this, which means that now I have a square of 2 by 2 which has only 1 point or 1 bit which is on. Now I can do what I can do, I can take these 2 points 1 2, and now I take this point, flip them, so it will become this 1 1 and this will become 0. Now it has 2 grid points which is on. Now what I can do, I can take out this and this grid point, so flip it out, and this is on and this is already on. So then it has 3 grid points on, and then if it has 3 grid points on, I will just make them equal to 0. So as you can see in this path, I have touched all the numbers, all type of grid points. Either it is all zeros, all 4 on, 3 on, 2 on, 1 on, nothing is on. So if I take this path, if I have some grid points, also what you can observe in this problem is, because the maximum numbers is n into m, because the grid size is n into m. Okay, so even if I take every cell, like if there is some grid, let's assume, and then I take out every 4 by 4 grid, as you can see this, starting at this point, I can do 3 operations at every point, because I cannot do at most more than 3 nm time, and nm is the length of this matrix, or the number of grids, and because it is 3, it means that for every point I can read for every square, as you can see this, I can do 3 operations. So for this I can do 3 operations, I can do 3 operations, and the number of squares I can choose if I just move along in the row of taking 2 rows at a time. Number of squares I can choose is m minus 1 if this is the number of columns, which is m, and same for rows I can choose n minus 1 rows. And thus for every square I will find out what is the particular state it has. If they are all zeros, then just leave it, go to the next block. If in this block now it has, let's assume, all the 4 ons, then I will do this operation, in which I will, because all of them are on, I will just like choose these numbers, like make them, like I will like take this path to make everything 0. If, let's assume, now the trick part is, let's assume that I have only 1 on. Can I generalize this thing? What I mean by generalize is, it has, in this problem, I am taking that my right down bit or number is on. Let's assume if this is on, can I choose the same path? Yes, because see, what I am actually doing in this problem is, I am taking the number which is on and taking 2 off bits. So if I take these 2 off bits and taking the number on, it will become like this, 0 0 1 1, which means that in the next state always it will be 2 bits on. So as you can see, in this case only also 2 bits are on. So when the next state is 2 bits are on, what I will do in the next state, I will take those 2 on bits and some off bit and flip them. So or sorry, 2 off bits and 1 on bit. So I will make this like this, and then it will always come to a state from a 4 state to a 1 state, then a 2 state, and then a 3 state, and then a 0 state, and then for a 3 state it will come to a 0 state. So I will just have to find out or generalize this. My code is pretty much long because I have taken case of all the cases, but this is the generalized case, like how you can do this problem. I'll take on to the code part now. It is a little bit lengthy, but I'll tell you how to approach this problem. So this is the for 4, which means that if I have 4 bits on, this is the method for 1 bit on. What I will do, if only 2 bits are on, this is the way. And okay, this is the code. I'll tell you how because I've generalized every case. So this is the solve function of n and m. I will also put down the link in the description box of this code, so you can also watch it out. So this is n and m, this is the string itself, and then what you'll do, this is the path, so this is the string of which I will store, so this is b. Then I will iterate over all the squares, so 0 till n minus 1 and j from 0 to n minus 1. So what I've told you earlier. Then I will count out in the particular square how many bits are on. So this I'm counting out total number of bits I am on, and the total number of bits on. Then there are 4 cases. There is all the bits are off already, so we don't have to do anything because all of them are 0 only. The next case is if any 3 of them are on. If any 3 of them are on, what I will do, I will make, because 3 of them are on and I can choose 3 bits and make them equal 0, so it's always fine. So what I can do, I will find out what 3 bits are on. So that's what I'm finding. If aij is on, then I will make this off and I will push back its number in this C vector, because I will have to find 3 steps or 3 numbers which I will put off. So if this is on, I will make it off and push this in this vector C. If the I, so there are 4, this is I, so this is ij, this is I j plus 1, this is I plus 1 j, and this is I plus 1 j plus 1. So that's I will check out all the 4 positions, and whatever them are on, I will make them off and push that number, because I'm flipping those numbers. If the case of if the case is 3, then what I'll do, I'll just take out all the 3 numbers, all the 3 bits, flip them out, and then make it all 0, and then push this C, which stores out the 3 bits or the 3 positions I'm choosing, into B. If it is 4, what I can do, from 4 I will choose this path. So from 4 I can just find out the 0 path, because for 4 I have done this thing. For 4 I have written down a function in which I will take this path to 0. So that's why I've taken this whole path. So I've just call this OK function of OK4. Okay, if it is equal to 1, if I have all 1, then what I can do, can I make from 1, I can on all the bits, because for 4 it is already generalized, because for 4 I can, if all the bits are on, see in this case it can happen that any 2 bits are on, there's only 1 bit are on, then there can be a lot of cases. But what I observe here is, if for 4, if all the bits are on, then this path is like set, because I have known that all the bits are on, I can like take this path, which is fine. If let's assume that this bit is on, what I can do here is to make this equal to all 4, I can on all these bits which are all these bits which are 0, such that it can become equal to this bit, this state which is all 4 on. If it is all 4 on, then I can easily go from all 4 on to the final state, because it is simple. If all 4 are on, I don't have to generalize everything, because of all of them are on, that I can just take a simple path. So that's why if my total equal to 1, which means that in the square of this sides of 2 by 2, if only 1 bit is on, I can first make this call function of OK1. This OK1 will make or find out the bits which are off in this 2 by 2 square and make them equal to 1, such that now it can become a square of all bits are on. And from this I can call this OK function 4, which will again take the same path. If I have a grid of all the bits are on, I will take some path to become all of them equal to 0. And this function will push back the path I will take from in this B vector. Okay, if any 2 of them are on, what I can do, if any 2 of them are on, I can come from 2 to 1 to a state in which only 1 bit are on, and from 1 I can go to a 4 bit are on, and then from 4 I can go to the 0, which is standard. So from 2, how I can go to 1 bit on. So what I can do here is, because if any 2 bits are on, let's assume that there can be a lot of cases, because there are 4 positions and 2 bits are on, so 4c2, which is equal to 6. So there are 6 cases, which means that it can be like this, it can be like this, it can be like this, and so on. So from this state, what I can do, what I've told you, if I want to go from a state in which any 2 bits are on to a state in which only 1 bit is on, what I can do, I can just take these 2 on bits and 1 off bit. And now it will come to a state in which only 1 bit is on. And now from 1 bit I can go to a 4 bit state, and 4 bit state I can go directly to a 0 bit state. Because from 1 all bits are on, it is a very generalized form. I can do just take anything, any 3 bits on of app which I've told you. So it's a very general state. It's always better to come to all 4 states, because all bits are on, then I don't have to take care of anything. From any 2 bits are on, just off all the 2 bits and make 1 bit on. Now it is a 1 bit on state, so from 1 bit just take all the 3 bits which are off and come to a 4 bit state, and then it is simple. So these are the 4 functions. You can watch my code, because it will become very tedious. But as you can see, in 2 bit state, I will find out what is the 2 state it is, which means what 2 bits are on. Make both of these bits off, and also an off bit equal to 1, such that it will come down to a state of only 1 bit on. So this is OK2 function. OK1 function will find out what bit is on, except that bit, make all the bits on, such that it will become a state of all the 4 bits on. And from a state of OK4, which means that I have all the bits on, I will take this path and come to 0, which I've told you earlier. And that's the logic for this problem. I hope you get the intuition. I will also post the video for the third, the C2. So stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Keep coding. Bye.